Hey everyone, and welcome to the All Elite Zone podcast on YouTube and Twitch. I'll be joined in a few minutes by with Lane. He'll be on. Mr. Jacobs will not be on, but Lane will be on here shortly. But yeah, tonight is AEW Fight for the Fallen. It's still AEW Dynamite, but like a themed episode, and still only have like 4 pay-per-views a year. They're in Massachusetts, I believe, tonight. Yeah, Worcester. Carly, one of the members of the All Elite Zone, is there tonight. So yeah, she's front row maybe. Done the interim world championship first. I don't see how. This match should be a good match if you guys watched the Ring of Honor pay-per-view, but I don't see how Roosh gets a title shot over people in the rankings. He's not even signed to AEW. And that's something that I brought up about something else with FTR and stuff. I do feel like AEW should start using some of their own talent instead of using people like Roosh and like they have a lot of injuries right now. Well, Danielson's back tonight, but I'm assuming Jericho's out for who knows how long after that match last week. Punk's out, Scorpio Sky's out, Adam Cole's out, Kenny Omega's out, which is supposed to be coming back soon. But you got guys you could be using, and so they're trying to sign all these people. Yeah, Moxley's going to win this match. They got people that they could have used from something else. But Moxley's wrestled every week. Like, ever since he's won the interim championship, he's wrestled every week. But I don't know about this booking decision. But Miguel's on commentary, yes, sir. Yeah, first comment live ever did too. Yeah, that's what I was just mentioning. That they got a lot of injuries right now. With Danielson's back tonight with Punk, Omega, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Jericho probably after what happened last week. So, I mean, you got people like Brian Cage, Lance Archer, Ethan Page, Matt Sydal. You've got people to use. There's no need to start signing more people. And Roosh, he was on the Ring of Honor pay-per-view this past Saturday, just last weekend. Don't get me wrong. His match against Dragon Lee, I believe his name was great, but he's not signed to AEW. And Tony Khan pointed out, Lane will be joining me a few minutes. Probably just be me and him. But what was I getting at? But yeah, they got people that could be using. But the match at Ring of Honor was great. But the FTR. Like when FTR first came to AEW, Tony Khan said they couldn't be in the rankings because they weren't signed to AEW. Well, now they got people who aren't signed, like Marina Shavir. They got so many people in the rankings that isn't like the one fighting Thunder Rosa tonight is not signed. But like after she beats Thunder Rosa in a eliminator match, she gets number one in the rankings. So that's double standard. I feel like when FTR couldn't be in the rankings because I don't know. That could have been just part of a storyline. I don't know, but Jungle Boy to come tonight. Yeah, Jungle Boy was injured. He's back tonight. Tony Nese. I like Tony Nese. A lot of people doesn't like him, but he's very entertaining. I always said that Tony Nese and Shawn Spears would be a great tag team. Spears is a great heel, good on the mic. Tony Nese is a great heel towards the fans. I've seen him in person, so I know he's great with being a heel towards the fans. I just feel like those two would be great together. Just their characters and Marcus I've waited. All the there you go. Oh. Oh, there we go.
Where are you lost?
There we go.
Come on.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Come on.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Or can you hear me, Connor?
Yeah, like I can hear.
Yeah,
can you hear me?
my computer is being dumb on my end. I do apologize. I've had issues constantly.
But you can hear me, right?
Yeah. I think.
All right.
Is it saying I'm in the show? There you go. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Max Alright, and yeah, I do feel like we just had a bloody match last week, Jericho and Kingston.
Already bleeding.
You cannot tell me that Moxley would get beat up by someone.
Does he have to bleed necessarily at this point?
Yeah, it seems like in every Moxley match he's bleeding. But Moxley is wrestling every week since he won his interim championship. Yeah, Carly, she's there at the show tonight. I believe she's right on the camera section, right by the camera, front row. So if you guys spot her,
I like his boots though.
Definitely tell us who
like
was
Jungle
watching
Boy boots, but the white.
If you see her.
Somebody doesn't want to leave.
No, she has a Ricky Starks sign.
Here, I have to tell you something. One of the Jungle Boys gonna roast Christian Cage.
They added a match. Was it today, yesterday?
So,
Sammy Guevara versus Dante tonight.
Dante Martin.
Yeah, and Sam.
That's gonna be a fun one. I'm excited for that. That's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, that one's gonna be.
Like,
I don't think it's too late.
Like that match, and then I don't think so. I think it's unless it was on the independents. You know, that'd be the only time I could see.
See, I thought Sammy and Wheeler Yuta never
this comes back.
Like I didn't know Wheeler Yuta and Sammy Guevara had already went against each other, but they went against each other on Dynamite or Rampage or something. Yeah, I didn't know that. Someone told me about it. I like Rouge, but Will Hobbs should be in this match because in the rankings he's number 4 or 3 or 4, and he's not even signed to AEW, even in the rankings. Mm-hmm. All he did was beat.
Well, I look at
who's his brother, Dragon Lee, at the ROH.
Yeah, I think it's Dragon. Yeah, I think you're right, Dragon Lee.
He beat him, but that's Ring of Honor. But I don't see.
Well, I look at there was a fan that I was going through some comments earlier, just kind of see the feedback, and one of them had a very interesting point. So, since we're waiting on CM Punk to come back, on a couple of the on a couple of the matches, like with Rouge and a couple others that say aren't in the rankings, you know, a couple of points they brought up was one, it was a good way to give them, give them some main spotlight time as a champion and going for a belt because. Hey, they may never get a chance to be a champion again, unlike people like Hobbs and Darby Allin, who could potentially or will be champions in the future. I can see those points. And also, like I said, with Roosh, he might be in line to be the next, ROH champion or a TV champion.
They're showing Captain Crunch, and I could have swore I thought that was Dax Harwood.
What?
I thought that was really Dax Harwood in that commercial. You got a fan lane. Oh,
What up?
AEW
Man,
for real. Yeah. I do want to talk about the, Triple H's full creative control in WWE. Looks like he can overturn anything Bruce Prichard puts in his way. It seems like, but since this past weekend at the San Diego Comic Con, CM Punk, someone asked him about it, and he said nothing's changed because, like, he pointed out he didn't call him Sasha and Naomi, Trinity and Mercedes when they walked out and left, and Michael Cole said that. What did he say? That they let the WWE Universe down. But when Brock Lesnar splits, they don't say anything. And he pointed that out, that nothing's changed. And like that was the first show that they.
You lean on your pillow.
Like,
well, I look at it.
I don't know.
I think the whole Brock walking out, I think it was just to put eyes on TV. I really don't think it was an actual walkout.
I heard, I'm not sure when, because I heard Vince McMahon had already written things for last Friday's and this Monday's Raw until after SummerSlam.
Yeah.
But Triple H has already made some changes, just little changes to SummerSlam. But I do agree with CM Punk on some things.
I'm curious to see what's going to actually happen.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Sorry.
It's going to be something.
Will we get changed?
That's the scary. That's the hard part. Because what if Triple H is good in NXT, but he comes and you just never know. I'm hoping that it changes, but CM Punk also pointed out some other points, and it seems like the same. But CM Punk didn't like Triple H either in that process.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
And then someone said that CM Punk will go back to WWE now. He's not going back and be another Triple H.
Well, and plus, I said, I think this is going to help AEW in the long run. I think we're going to get better shows out of Tony. Let's think about it. He literally stacked this card right after that really announcement. We had a few great matches, but I think with this next card, I think we're gonna start to see a better change in issues that we were having last couple weeks with Dynamite, maybe in the last month. I think we're going to start seeing some screws tightening down. I think we're actually going to get back to where AEW Dynamite was when we first started watching it.
Danielson's back tonight, so that's good.
I know. I was freaking out. Like my fiance sent me the message, and I was like,
yeah, they announced it on the Ring of. Well, he announced it at the Comic-Con that Saturday, but they showed the video of him saying that on Ring of Honor. So I don't know when Kenny Omega. They say he's coming back soon.
Yeah, I bet it's gonna be at All Out. I really think it's gonna be.
It's looking like the main event for All Out's gonna be Moxley versus Jericho. But I don't know who else you'd put Moxley against.
Yeah, I'm just tired.
I wouldn't do Danielson. I wouldn't do Eddie Kingston because he lost against Jericho. I would say CM Punk, but
who's the rankings right now?
Number one is Scorpio Sky. Still, somehow he is number one. He hasn't wrestled in 3. He hasn't wrestled in 3 to 4 weeks, and he's still number one. But a lot of people's won matches, and he should be number 1. 2 should be. I know Jay Lethal's up there. Hobbs,
Scorpio
Jericho.
Sky, Hangman, Jay Lethal. That's a good one. Eddie Kingston and Hobbs. Huh. That's very surprising.
I don't see how he's still number 1. But I don't know. Maybe it won't be Jericho. Well, maybe it'll be Danhausen.
But looking at it, right? So I'm looking at the rankings right now. There's a couple surprises on there. Like I was looking at it, like you got 10 and Evil Uno that are number 4 in the tag team division. We already know that FTR is number 1. Bucks just barely lost, so that bumped them down to number 2. And then Blondes are number 5. For the women's, okay, so that kind of makes sense because isn't Miyu Yamashita, is that how you pronounce her name?
Shida.
She's going up against Thunder Rosa tonight, or is it Jade?
Thunder Rosa for the
Yeah.
women's title.
So that makes sense. At least something about her rankings makes sense. Even though I've really never seen her on Dynamite.
Apparently she's been on Dark Elevation before.
Yeah.
I guess like on Dark they had a eliminator match. Thunder Rosa went to Japan and she went against her and she beat Thunder Rosa. So she gets to come to AEW and go for the title. Obviously, since she won the last one, she ain't gonna win tonight.
Yeah.
But I want Tony Storm to be. Who's this? Andrade?
Yeah.
What if he actually loses this?
Dude.
What if he?
No. Like that would be like what was it? Because I watched a little bit of the
Who's this?
WCW episode you watched. Like, what if it was like that? Oh, here come the Lucha Bros.
I just keep saying, dude.
I just love Kip
there. You're right there. Make your return.
And Moxley.
No, he didn't get it.
He got it too. But Moxley's been, like I said, I love Moxley. But I think Kip Sabian, even though he hasn't wrestled, has been my favorite part every week. Like, I feel like it's.
Last night on Dark, Pac made his second defense for the All Night Championship, and Kip Sabian was there.
Yeah, I saw the video.
And Pac was acknowledging him. So
could we get Pac versus Kip, and hopefully maybe Kip will be the next champion?
That's what I was saying.
Or do you think Pac needs a little longer story and a longer reign?
It depends on when. Like, if I was booking it, I would have Kip Sabian beat Pac to be the next All Night champion. But I would have him win it in the UK because Kip Sabian's from the UK.
Are they going to the UK this year, or is it next year?
Next summer. So I don't see how they could put that off somehow. But maybe it all out. But it just depends when Kip Sabian's ready, I guess. But he's doing independent shows.
Yeah. Well, I think what they're doing, I think with Kip, I think like he's doing the independent shows, like just to get off that ring rust to try new things out. So when he does debut on AEW Dynamite or comes back, he'll be, back to where we saw him, before he got hurt, or even a better version of himself. Like I said, he's putting hints out there, and he's using Instagram and Twitter to his advantage. So I think something's cooking. I think it'll be a good story for sure.
Of course, tonight he tweeted a bunch of stuff like he's going to make his return like he does every week. I don't believe him now. So when he returns, I'm not going to expect it. So that's the one good thing about it. It's not going to be.
But I think it's going to be something. I think it's still going to be something that we're not sure of. And I was really hoping they missed one perfect opportunity, and that was attacking Miro during, was it the 3-way?
Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been
because the 4-way was
in the storyline. That's the way he was written off, so that would have made sense for you.
Just a quick shout out to Roosh, man. Him and Moxley tore it down. I thought this was a good match.
Yeah, this was a good match. Hello.
Oh no!
Dang it, no,
not the JAS.
I knew it.
What was the comment?
I think AEW is going to be better than WWE. Doesn't matter who's running the company. Yeah, I hope Triple H does something better with it.
I kind of want WWE to be better though. Like I want to have be able to watch wrestling throughout the whole week.
You ain't makeup.
And if WWE could make us if they can make us watch again, and then have AEW keep putting on banger shows. Like I said, I think we can only be successful in wrestling.
I'm my girl take country.
It's just hard to believe them sometimes because
Jericho?
what if they just said all this stuff and Vince is actually behind it all?
Dude, like they were saying it could be like a work and a story. I'm like, WWE, there's so much going on with Vince, and I think Vince actually, rumor has it, he actually might spend some jail time.
Oh, well,
who knows?
I know that 14.6 million thing from going towards but I'm pretty sure it's more than that. It's probably at least millions and millions and millions of dollars over the years.
And the thing is, it's almost like what happened a couple of years ago. I think we're going to start to see more and more, stories about scandals and different things that's happened over the years.
Yeah, I think I could.
Oh,
Yeah.
appreciate it. Thank you.
First thing I do, retire 24/7 title.
Burn it.
New
Sing
graphics,
Kumbaya.
new graphics, new theme for both shows. Byron Saxon, you're going to be a backstage announcer.
And,
A
wait,
backstage
is
interviewer.
that it? And my girl.
Yeah, I would. What I would do, to be honest with you, I would.
She's not in the Dark Order anymore.
I would, like I said, I would definitely give a new Raw theme song. I'd probably go back to the early 2000s era, where they actually had you know how they had Nickelback and Green Day doing the Raw and SmackDown music throughout the week. Give us something like that to get us pumped up.
I remember when they first went back to the brand split. Raw's was good. SmackDown's was somewhat good too. Like they were on a good path in 2016, I thought. But then they.
Oh, I just asked.
This is a cringy promo.
Hey, that is my girl.
It's a very WWE promo. All I heard was something about "I'll choke you out, I'll choke you out."
She's definitely playing her heel character.
Ugh. I like her outfit though.
I know, that's my girl.
Dude, you didn't get any offense out of that match. Eddie Kingston whooped you in that match.
I need to go back and watch it. Was it a great match? Was it worth it?
Was good. Jericho, even though Jericho won, he didn't get the last laugh out of the match.
I saw the clip of Eddie pushing him into the barbed wire. See, to be honest with you, I think Eddie should be in line for another championship title, or even give him one because he's over with the crowd.
A lot of people will be mad if he wins it now because it wouldn't be the actual world title, but the interim. So CM Punk wins it. He never was champion. That's why I don't like the interim concept. I know CM Punk.
I kind of wish they would have stripped him in a way.
I know it had been it sucked.
The champion.
CM Punk just won it and just
he was a sports
having to vacate it in just a few days. But you want an actual champion to be there, not maybe a temporary.
I love Moxley.
Champion.
I just love Moxie's response. That's great.
I love Moxley. He was super nice when we met him.
Dude. Shout out to Mox then. He always has a great promo every week. Every week he's got a good promo. But I think if you had Eddie beat Moxley for it, you can make a good story with CM Punk and Eddie Kingston. Because think about it, like you were saying, it's interim champion. Eddie Kingston would be technically a AEW, world champion, right? You could build a story with that, and if you wanted to, maybe even have Eddie Kingston win the big one.
I don't know. Eddie Kingston, I don't really see world title in him.
Or do you think he's kind of like Jake the Snake, where he doesn't need a championship to get over?
He's got to prove himself to be able. I say TNT maybe, but I don't know. I know a lot of people because whoever CM Punk goes against, he's winning that match. Because if he loses his first title defense, and his whole reign was a disaster. But MJF's the person who needs to beat CM Punk.
Yeah, I'm hoping that this is just a giant work.
I hope so. Because if they lose, I don't think Tony will be that stupid to let that big of a draw go.
Tony, he may be really hyped up and have made some questionable decisions lately on booking, but yeah. I think, to be honest with you, I don't think he's that dumb. Ooh, Lionheart Jericho is coming back.
What is that one?
Just say when this is happening. I bet they make it.
No.
I bet it's at All Out.
This one?
But Jericho, we'll say this about Jericho. He's gotten in better shape from when AEW
He looks
first started
tremendous.
to now. He's really got in shape and.
Well, I wonder. I think he also. Oh, what's on the desk? We're getting trios titles. You are hearing it first here on the All Elite Zone. We are getting trios titles.
They're not technically tag team, but a tournament.
Oh.
All Out.
Come on.
That, my friend.
Wait, does the tournament start at All Out or the Crown?
I think it either starts at All Out or will be the finals at All Out.
Come.
That is breaking.
So finals are All Out.
That means Kenny must be coming back.
Yeah, he's coming back for that.
Kenny's got to be coming back for that.
Because Tony said that they were going to wait for Kenny to come back, and they're announced. And I'll be at All Out, so I'll get the. I'm really excited to see who's the first.
He's getting married.
I know what they want to do. The Elite versus the Undisputed, like Adam Cole and Carlisle won't be ready, so maybe it's another team we're not expecting. Well, how about Kenny, the Young Bucks versus House of Black?
I bet it's going to be House of Black and the Bucks and Kenny.
That would be good.
I think we'll see Red Dragon and Adam Cole. I think that's how you're going to see a civil war between the Elite and Adam Cole and Red Dragon. Who's that girl with him?
His actual girlfriend. I hate when they're starting to do that with like Tony. With Sammy and Tay Conti. Now they're doing it with.
Very nice, very evil.
It works with someone like Kip Sabian. Yeah, he's never really wrestled like an actual full match. He's 3-1.
He looks good.
Do you think we're gonna
get his cape?
What if he actually wins tonight?
Oh, dude, this would be great. I want Danhausen to win. I love Ricky Starks, but I think this could be funny, and we could have a good story with Ricky Starks.
Wait, Ricky Starks is in this, right? It's
Ricky Starks versus Danhausen.
And Danhausen is kind of partnered
for a title that's technically not a title.
Danhausen's kind of hooked up with Hook.
I've never actually seen him wrestle. Danhausen.
Oh, he's great.
So is of course Ricky Starks. It's a big video package.
I just want to say this video package is great.
He's similar to the. Oh man, these pictures look so much like The Rock, like pictures that. I believe he could do the eyebrow if he could. I think he could do it.
AEW needs to book him more and keep him on TV because I don't want him to go to WWE. Because think about it, if Triple H gets him, he'll be world champion for sure.
Ricky Starks. Oh.
That's kind of a hard thing, like. Just think
about
it.
I think, of course, I would have Wardlow have a long reign, but I'd have Ricky Starks beat him for it.
That'd be cool.
Not anytime soon, but
yeah, not soon. But I would say maybe like in 6 months.
Yeah,
because I think at that point I would love to have Wardlow actually go for the main title and actually become a world champion.
I believe he'll be. Hopefully, he beats MJF for it. That would be long-term storytelling at its finest.
Oh, big time. Like I said, I don't think MJF's done the AEW, but until he shows up in a WWE ring, I'm not sure.
I just don't see. Well, Hammerstone, he's wrestled with MLW today. He had signed a new deal to AEW. I don't know, more years, more money, but MJF was apparently wanting even more money because he was pointing out the stats of ratings, YouTube views, merchandise.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like I said, he's like I said, he's made the company a lot of money.
Yeah.
And just for that one segment alone, made everything so much better.
Yeah, that segment, the last one he was on, had 1.2 million, 1.3 million. And all the rest didn't top that. Well, CM Punk's and MJF were the top two, as it was. Hope you have a great show tonight. Thank you. Yeah, Moxley's wrestling every
big time.
week. Ever since he won the interim, he's wrestling
Oh!
every week.
I don't
Oh,
understand the hate that Jim Cornette has for Moxley. You know, just because Moxley loves deathmatch wrestling. and
Cornette
loves
has the same for
wrestling
everybody.
GCW. Jim Cornette.
He's cursing him. Look.
That was great. Just real quick, sorry. Ricky Starks cursing Danhausen. That was hilarious.
I feel like sometimes Jim Cornette
Yeah.
he just nitpicks to be funny.
That's the first time I
Sometimes.
see him wrestle.
I think it's just part of his character. I think he has to hate AEW to get the viewership because he knows fans are going to follow him. And I think that's kind of the issue why
I
a lot
think
of
he
fans
should have
are
been.
turning away from AEW.
They shouldn't have brought Dan Lambert in. They should put Jim Cornette should have been in that spot.
Oh.
Dude, could you
Oh man, fans would.
imagine that? Like, I think they could do something with Jim Cornette in AEW though. Like, it would be you could have him. Like,
Why not do a
who
storyline with Tony
manage
Khan and Jim Cornette feud? Like Jim Cornette brings
That's it?
what?
That was.
They're
But
never
why?
Gonna they're never gonna have Danhausen. Is he still injured or what?
No, he's fully healed. But why? Did he just get re-hurt?
Who?
Did he just get injured again?
Danhausen? Well,
Unless they're setting up between Hook and Ricky Starks.
Want to be Justin Bieber?
if he's cleared, I don't see why we couldn't get at least 10, 15-minute match out of that. And jobbed him.
Why job him?
He's over with the crowd.
I think he's one of those characters that you could have him lose, but people still love.
You want your wrestling to loss?
Wait, what did he say? Oh, and open.
Open challenge?
Hook.
Are we gonna get someone else?
Jungle Boy.
Is it for tonight or is it for?
Looks like he's calling for right now.
It's Hook.
Told you.
Oh,
Okay, that makes sense now. Okay.
he's losing his belt tonight. He's losing his belt tonight.
Dude, I love dude. Hook is the most over wrestler in AEW.
Wait, never. All you know what's gonna happen.
He's
Ricky
still
Starks,
cute though. Woo.
just like Ricky Starks did last
That's
week,
cute,
he's not
that's-
gonna do it till next week. You are.
That's the cutest.
He ain't gonna do it tonight. Dragon
chicken
Ball
out.
Z.
Who?
Dragon Ball Z.
Starks.
Yeah, it ain't happening this week. Well, the referee's got the belt, so now he snatches it away.
We're
I
gonna
thought
see
Hook
Hook versus
and
Ricky
Hausen were a
Starks.
team.
I hope so right now because they jobbed Danhausen. Just get in the ring so we can see it. Just get in the ring before Ricky Starks runs away. Oh, you're right, Connor. Yeah, AEW's trio titles are coming to AEW. About time. They got trios teams.
Well, if you look at it,
House of Black, Death Triangle, even Butcher and Blade and Helico. You got the Gun Club. Hey,
Oh, they're going against them now?
the Young Bucks and Starks would be good. Oh, the bell's rung. The bell's rung, so
there we
it's
go. This is gonna be a fun one,
I'm gonna have to
he's
get me a
losing his
Hook
belt.
shirt.
He's losing his belt. tonight.
dude. I'm
He's
kind of
losing
curious
his
what
belt.
Taz will do. Oh,
Oh,
those are some cool strikes.
well, the run was good while it lasted.
Yeah.
And we are going to have a new FTW champion, aren't we? But I think with the trio titles, like I said, it was so great in
Ooh.
ROH, during the peak
Hey, this
time,
might-
Lucha Underground.
Hey, this might be good for Starks, so he can get away
shit.
from T.
Give him away from Team Taz.
Well, not necessarily like get him away from that title scenario and get him in more single feuds to go for a potential TNT title.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
can see it, yeah.
I hope he wins. I hope Hook wins.
Did
Oh,
you just see that flip? That was smooth. This kid's got it, man.
well, still,
Oh,
only 10
this is like
matches.
his best
What?
match.
Only 10 matches he's had in his whole entire career, and he looks like he's been doing this for years. Uh-oh.
Well, he's been
Oh,
training
he's got-
with.
Who trained him? His dad?
He's been training with Taz. I believe Brian Myers. Like he's been training at
Oh.
Creative Pro.
Come on, Hook.
Oh
Hey,
my
Taz,
gosh, we got a new
Taz.
champion,
He tapped.
FTW World Champion.
Oh my god.
Dude, I love this kid. Like this kid's he's gonna be something in the future for sure. This kid's got it. Like,
Wow,
and then
I was not expecting that.
He's had that friggin' belt for a long time.
Well, Carly's getting a good show tonight.
yeah,
Trios titles announced. Hook is
Guys,
new.
so happy for his son.
Hey,
We should've-
hey, Tony Khan's really stepping up his booking.
yeah. A show of respect. I like this.
That's good. Well, I don't
Until
believe
Ricky
Ricky
starts
Starks.
taxing.
I don't believe Ricky Starks. He did that to Brian Cage. What? Better watch behind you. Maybe.
Oh, his dad's so proud of him.
Yeah, Taz must be really.
Man, to see his son hold his dad's title, I like
Like
that.
he got to commentate his match. Well, he's probably commentated most of his matches, but he got to commentate the match that he won, his first championship. Now who's going to beat? I guess Hobbs beats Hook at some point. I don't know. I'm not going to put because all the members have been FTW Team Taz members. So
except for
Brian Cage,
powerhouse.
Yeah, that's the only person who.
See, I'm glad that makes sense now why Danhausen lost. And Hook, yeah, so excited. Like I'm so happy for Hook.
It's about time that he had some gold because you don't see many wrestlers like him in his first 4 matches now. Wrestle like he's been wrestling for
Who
years.
else was that good when they first started? Like I can't think of anybody. Can you?
Of what?
Like who was like great like the first like year or year and a half like wrestling?
There's been a few. I can't really think of anybody right now, but like these are the first matches ever of Hook. Like no independent wrestling, nothing. Live TV first match.
I didn't know he was like one.
Maybe Kurt Angle. He reminds me of a young Kurt Angle.
Yeah. I remember when we watched the best of Kurt Angle. He did not look good in those tights from when way back when he first started.
His ring works though. This should be a. Oh, I'm excited for Hook. Like that's kind of a surprise though. Like I like that. That was some fun booking by Tony. It was different for sure. I will give him credit. He knows WWE is coming for him. Man, it feels like we're back in the '90s all over again.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard, but Tony Khan did say on the thing that he's on every Wednesday, the Busted Open thing.
Yeah.
I forget what that's called, but
Busted Open podcast.
He said that Adam Cole will be with AEW for the next 7 years, and Malachi is signed. He's going to be with AEW for another 5 years, so they're signed.
Yeah,
but apparently
there's no way they're leaving.
Apparently, these deals have been signed for months. If they re-sign these new deals.
Well, I think with Black and with Black and Cole, there's something with both those wrestlers that you could plug them into any kind of spot on the card, whether it be a main event or their own story. Like I said, they could do tremendous things. And I really do hope House of Black is. I hope they are the ones that hold the first title.
Yeah. It would be good to see Kenny in the Bucks win them, but I think
it's
either team will be good. But I think House of Black, especially Brody King and Malachi, even Buddy Matthews, they really put in a lot of work to go into this this faction with all the video packages, the entrances, to even the wrestling match. They've put in a lot of work.
I think they're tightening the screws. Like I said, I think of all the issues we've had the last few weeks, maybe last month, I have a good feeling about the next couple of weeks and even the next year. I feel like we're going to get some good stuff still. And cue Brian Cage. I'm liking this promo.
Yeah.
I'm not yelling.
Jeez, man, this is great. Give this kid a mic every week. Oh!
Oh!
And Hobbs just turned on Ricky Starks.
Everyone's in shock. Everyone's in shock. Everyone's speechless in the
Besides my
crowd.
fiance, she called it as soon as they saw the two in the ring.
We're gonna get Hobbs and Ricky Starks at All Out, I bet.
Oh, that would be great.
He got tired of Ricky Starks talking about himself there, all about him, and he got tired of it. That he feels like he's in the top 5, and he feels like he's a bigger star in the company.
I think Hobbs is going to be a big star in the company too.
I hope this is an All Out because this will be a great match. But I wasn't expecting. What's the? Oh man,
I love Max Caster. Did you listen to his rap? That was great.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh no! Yes, the Acclaimed. Another music video from the Acclaimed.
Oh man.
Like for you guys listening, I'm a huge Acclaimed fan.
Hey, they're no more the ass boys. They're the trash boys. Oh, we're gonna get a rap battle part 2.
Sesame guys.
This is Sammy. I haven't seen anything.
Are you there, Carly?
Some. Yeah, she's there.
She's there.
Yeah, she's on the camera section, like the camera section, front row, I think.
All right, I'll look for your sign, Carly.
It says Ricky, future AEW World Champ Ricky Starks, I think.
Aww.
Let me see. Oh, and Ricky Starks just had a good promo, and perfect time. That's how I believe that they're engaged. Yeah, it says Ricky Starks, future world champ.
Oh,
it's a green one. Gold.
Jesus, Jericho, bloody.
I don't know who to go for in this match. I'm gonna go Sammy.
I think Sammy's gonna win this one.
I think it's gonna
be. We're gonna be blown away. Like I think we're gonna be blown away by this match.
A lot of people like to talk about like Sammy's like we're tired of seeing Sammy. Yeah, I can understand the TNT title thing. I can understand that, but he wasn't an athlete as a wrestler. He is phenomenal. Like, and if you think memorable moments in AEW, a lot of them have Sammy versus Cody first.
Sammy and Darby.
Sammy and Darby. Sammy and Cody ladder match. Sammy and Miro. Sammy and Scorpio Sky. You hate to say it. Sammy and he was in both Blood and Guts matches. He was of the moments he's been in.
Well, I think that's the hard part is like fans turned on him because of his relationship with Ty. And like I said, that I think after
like kind of like with Dante.
I think he should have kept his relationships out of like the ring. I don't think he should have proposed like he did publicly. Like, and then now it's like I said, but in a way it's good because at least he got natural heat. You know, he's probably one of the top heels in the roster. So, I don't know. Wait. It's been since April? Since he had a singles match? I love Dante.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You were like frozen my end for like a good few minutes or a few seconds.
All right. See what's going on here.
I want to add something real quick with Dante Martin. Like I said, with this, just watching him in this match, I love how he's like being cocky and like fleshing out his character. It seems like he's actually being more than just high fly. This is awesome. Like
Sky Blue is his girlfriend.
Did you just see that? That was a cool like ring awareness move. Oh damn!
What was I gonna say?
Oh come on, Sammy.
Yeah, I could see his last match being in April. Him and Scorpio, maybe. He's been in a few tag matches, but singles one-on-one.
Because was his last one battle for the belts, or was it after that?
I think he was on Dynamite when Scorpio won it back.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah.
Watch
out. Scorpio. Yeah, it was. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, because it was after Battle of the Belts. Dang, this show's been good. I like the pacing.
Dude, that's his girlfriend, Sky Blue.
It's cute. I'm liking this. This is this is great. You guys in the comment section, what do you guys think of Dante Martin? Like you guys seen a difference in him? Like, because I've seen, like I said, he's really like this. I know he's always had a great in-ring work as a high flyer, but man, do you guys feel the same way I do? That he's actually fleshing out a character of some sort? Like he actually feels like he has more charisma?
I will say he's getting muscle. He's if Duncan can. Yeah, Dante needs to wrestle. Yeah, in this match, it's been a lot of high flying, not actually.
He reminds me a lot. It kind of reminds me of like how Evan Bourne or Johnny Mundo was, or Johnny Impact, Johnny Elite, Johnny Insert here.
It just seems like every move he does is a high fly move.
So maybe
Ty just hits the ring. What's that supposed to do? You see that? I don't know what that was supposed to mean.
What?
I like Dante.
He's a very fun entertainer, but I think he might need to.
I think
it would really help his career. I think if he would,
I think the high flying is great. It's great that you can do that, but like you could still do high flying match, but just that's a good way to get injured. That's what Ray Phoenix. That's what Ray Phoenix has done in the past. Even his but I'll say Phoenix is the main one that and I've noticed that he hasn't done that a lot anymore. Well, I don't know, but
he hasn't been as crazy as his moves.
But like before, he would do all kinds of. He'd get injured, then he'd come back and he'd get injured again, and all because of the high flying. But Dante is a great high flyer. I think maybe kind of spaced it out the match. But
even Sammy was like a really big high flyer in the Indies, and then once he joined Inner Circle, he really I feel
like Jericho
did a lot more.
I feel like Jericho and Hager really probably progressed Sammy a lot. I don't know about Santana, maybe a little bit Santana Ortiz because they were pretty big. I won't say big stars, but stars in Impact. But just got even more known.
Yeah, I can see Jericho like really coaching him. I think Sammy's always been a part of the Inner Circle since the start. Like I think they were like he was one of the names that they for sure were going to do.
At first, I remember Jericho saying that it was supposed to be Jericho, Hager, Lucha Bros, or someone else. That'd have been very different. I'm glad it turned out the way it did.
Oh!
Oh!
Ow! His nose has got to be broken.
In midair.
My God! That's a concussion!
And you see Sammy Guevara again with another defining moment.
That was cool.
A lot of people don't take.
He tried to stop it, but he got
What's
caught.
Sammy
still.
going for here? Oh. And see,
I just love Sammy's cockiness.
I know. I was gonna say, shoot, he's so funny.
Like besides Darby and a few others, Sammy Guevara, he's put his body on the line a lot.
Oh, big time.
And I feel like he doesn't get credit for that, for putting his body on the line to entertain the fans.
Well, I think his relationship has kind of, unfortunately, has been a big casting shadow over his in ring and his character. You know, unfortunately, everything with the Sasha Banks comments and all that has not helped him at all.
Like I would have not. But see, here's the funny thing: like when he wasn't TNT champion, like they were saying, "Oh, Sammy should be the next TNT champion. He needs to be TNT champion. Sammy this, Sammy that." And then when he wins it,
fans
where were you at a few months ago when you were saying you wanted him as TNT champion?
No, it's true. But look, everything with like Cody, right? Look, everybody hated Cody. Hated Cody towards his last run in AEW.
And now
they hate freaking Brandy, and it's like all Brandy did was wrestle. Like,
now they're all.
And they pushed him out of AEW. And then when he debuted at WrestleMania, everybody was praising Cody, giving him his flowers. Dude.
Bryan Danielson was right. Wrestling fans are fickle. And he said that on SmackDown.
Yes.
It stuck with me.
Yes. I agree with that.
Not all. Oh.
Jesus, guys. Uh-oh.
Oh, man. See, that's how you get injured right there.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Flip. Ah, dang it. We knew this was going to be like two people on crack. This was.
I love Ty Conti.
That face reaction is going to be on Twitter.
Yes. And we got a 2 count.
But Sammy, people was not going to let me say this, but I think Sammy will be a future AEW World Champion. Not anytime soon, but
I think in a couple of years.
4 or 5 years, he'll be AEW World Champion. But that'll probably be when Punk's retired, a couple of the other
ones retired, Moxley retires. Like, they're building the next, like, big superstars.
Oh.
Like I said, we have, I think, Hobbs, Wardlow,
I think
Darby, Sammy,
Jungle Boy,
especially Jungle Boy. I think Jungle Boy will have it. I think he'll be the first one out of the pillars to get it. And Sammy got the win.
That was a good match. I feel like we're going to get a tag match with these two.
I wanted our mixed gender tag.
That was a good match, though.
Yeah, here comes Skyboy.
Gosh, I hate
this.
I know. At least it's a good show, but I'm just. I guess that's the thing. I guess they're such good heels. What'd you say, bro? You keep cutting out. And Anna Jay.
My girl. Oh, my girl. Anna Jay. Hi, Betty. Come here, Belle.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just weird to see Anna Jay part of.
I know. What the heck?
Part of the J. I
don't like it, but.
You good, Connor?
Yeah, I just had a little bit of.
Ruby, Soho.
Internet.
Destination.
Am I good now?
Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, you're good.
All right.
That's Claudia.
Sometimes we'll go out, come back in. It works fine.
I just want more Ruby.
There's going to be Ruby and Sky. Oh, Dante might be really hurt.
I hope not.
Or is that Eddie Kingston right there?
Maybe he's like, because I wonder
Yeah,
if
that's
Eddie
it.
has been working with him.
Yeah, he's not injured. I thought that was Dr. Doctor there.
Yeah.
I don't know. He could. Oh, never mind. There is an actual doctor. Let's see those high flying moves. I can't believe I just said that a few minutes ago.
I'm so excited for Daniel Garcia and
I
Brian. Like that right there is going to be a 5-star match.
But
What about Garcia? Like, I think he's another one of the ones we should be mentioning more. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I think he needs to break away from the JS.
he would be perfect for Blackpool Combat Club.
I think he.
Well, maybe not even that. Maybe a straight on singles guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
that's
like,
the main
it'd be-
event tonight.
So, you guys in the comments, and Connor, I want to ask you this. So, what do you guys think about the whole Gretchen and Tony Khan issue? Do you think?
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about that. Yeah, it's been said that no Gresham cussed out Tony Khan before the match, and he was out. His match was the first match on, and that was because normally the world title would be the main event, and that was kind of odd. And he didn't wear his attire he normally comes out with, shirt on, but the match was a good match. But
What's weird about it is, like, do you think it was?
apparently it was a lot like one of the problems was communication with talent and management. I wonder what I'm pretty sure that wasn't the only reason, why all that
Do you think
happened.
Gretchen was just mad he was losing to Claudio? Not like a story or anything, because that's the only like complaint I have about the match was there was no story build up for Claudio winning. But no wrong. I'm glad that it's great to see Claudio have a world championship again, but I
Like
think
the only matches that really had a story was Wheeler Yuta and Garcia
and then
and
Deep
Dark.
and
Deeb Cena's and a little bit of FTR and Briscoe's a little bit. But besides, and Samoa Joe and Jay Lethal. But besides that
one was a terrible story. I'm glad. I'm hoping that's done.
But what the match was good though. Samoa Joe, I hope he's back now and he's able to.
He's over here.
But I hope they're able to work something out with Gresham because if they lose him, like he's like the last, besides Lethal, the last big person that was with.
Are you excited for Jungle Boy?
Before Arwich went out, he was the main guy. I hope they're able to work something out.
I kind of hope we get like a Ring of Honor announcement at All Out or at Full Gear, because like I said, I think Tony needs to, like I said, start building up the ROH team.
Yeah, because pay-per-views every few months isn't going to do it.
Well, like I said, they did.
I think they'll have one more pay-per-view this year, probably in November or December, maybe.
Yeah, I can see December.
I think they'll have one more this year. Then maybe next year they'll. But that ain't gonna make. That's not gonna make it up for Brian Cage. You're not gonna lose him this whole year, and his contract expires in February, so he can just leave and.
That's the hard part. I'm so mad at Brian Cage. I wish he would, or not at him, but at the whole.
And then
what
Toy
are
Blanchard,
they doing?
And then apparently he's gone, but his problems were different than Gresham. Apparently I didn't know this. He runs a prison ministry.
Ellie.
Hey, what?
I didn't know that Toy Blanchard owns a prison ministry.
Oh my god, I'm getting tired of them too.
You lost. Move on. Good. It's good you don't want to talk about it.
Jay Lethal doesn't need a man.
Oh yeah, never mind.
I can't stand those Jay Lethal guys. What are they wearing?
You know, hey, if this video gets 100 likes, us here at the All Elite Zone will get best friend shirt, pants, and jacket. We'll get the full jogger suit we'll do a special stream. We'll do a best friend stream if this video gets 100 likes.
You're joking, right?
So
Can I do it with
whoever's
you?
watching, share it. Share it with your friends. Share
Can I
it
do it with you?
with family.
Oh yes, I want one of those.
I can see. Well, looks like Connor's still having internet troubles. So I hope you guys are enjoying the show. I know I am. Sorry about Monday. I had some technical difficulties, and unfortunately, it
Good
looks
old
like Connor is
Jared.
now having some. So we're still going to try to put on the best show. So thank you guys for listening.
So, am I better now?
Yeah, you should be good.
Oh man.
Just in time for Jungle Boy.
Uh-oh.
Man, I'm so excited for Jungle Boy to be back. Like
They still
he's
can't.
been one of my favorite wrestlers since the start. He actually was a good icebreaker for me and my fiance to get her into wrestling. So thanks, Jungle Boy. Dude, I hope we get a very good promo from Jungle Boy.
He's gonna roast Christian Cage.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I think I'm gonna reboot my internet. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Oh, you're good, man. Good. I can talk to him. All right, so we're gonna get a promo from Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. For you guys in the comments watching, what was your favorite Jungle Boy match? Do you guys have one? Because I'm curious. For me, it's Jungle Boy versus Cody. That one was awesome. You know, I believe there was no crowd for it or like limited crowd. It was awesome. So down in the comments, put down your Jungle Boy, like your favorite moment or your favorite match. Let's see what you got. Dang!
That's my boy.
That is what I wanted
That
to see
is
from Jungle
my
Boy. Holy Christian Cage. Oh, that's dude. Yes, this is what we need from Jungle Boy.
That is my boy.
Yes,
I told you he was gonna roast him.
Yes, Jungle Boy.
Called it.
He is. I love this confidence from him. This is what he needed.
See, babe, I say he was gonna roast him.
You know what? I have watched you come out here for weeks and talk all sorts of bullshit about my entire family.
You tell him.
I just love the realism that Christian's had with it in his promos. Now we're getting a really good babyface promo from Jungle Boy. Oh man, this we needed this.
But as soon as I get back here, you tuck your tail and you run. And you know what? I didn't really get it at first. What you're so angry about. You know, you said it's because I threw you out of some battle royal more than a year ago.
Yeah, I guess Christian holds a grudge because.
And I guess you missed out on some bonus you would have got if you won that match. But I mean, for someone who's been wrestling as long as you have, that shouldn't be that big of a deal, should it? But you know, then I thought a little more.
This has got to be Jungle Boy's best promo.
Why you needed that money so bad? You were strapped for cash.
Oh,
Because your wife had just divorced your bitch ass.
damn!
Boy.
Man, this crowd is definitely behind Jungle Boy for sure.
Me too. My favorite Jungle Boy.
A week ago with Luchasaurus. It kind of confused all of us. He had been coming out with him. Yeah. Well, you know.
So what happened last
back
week?
to the movies with the turtlenecks and the small breaks.
Uh-oh.
That was great.
What do you think happened to the wife?
Oh,
So the roll hit was. Is that he was only being protected for me? Because nobody is going to get.
that is true. Luchasaurus was protecting Cage from Jungle Boy.
And Christian has made it very clear goal is to hurt me. Christian, if you want to talk,
What kind of match do you think we're going to get for Jungle Boy and Christian? You think we're going to get like an Extreme Rules match? Maybe a chairs match?
if you want to swing a chair, it can't be in the head. Swing it as hard as you can. Because I can take it. 3 years ago, I was standing in a dirt hole with my Uncle Dave and a shovel, watching my tears fall into the dirt and turn it into mud. Whoa,
How long has Dad been dead?
whoa, hold on a second, hold on.
Shut up,
This is
Cage.
great.
No one
This is
cares.
great. I like this interaction for the two.
Shut up, Cage.
Interrupt your time here, Jungle Boy.
So, do you guys want to see a chairs match at All Out?
Talking about Luchasaurus being your best friend.
I want to.
That was a big mistake, Luchasaurus, because you saw in the past few weeks where I could guide you. You were walking through people left and right. Your future was nothing but main events.
Is Luchasaurus turning on Jungle Boy?
No.
Jungle Boy's lapdog.
Oh, no.
Now, Jungle Boy, you think I ran away from you last week because I was scared? You got it all wrong. I ran away because I was scared of what I was going to do to you if I stayed. Because you see, Jungle Boy, you think that one man...
Great heel tactics from Christian, for sure.
You think that hurt? You ain't seen nothing yet. And it's apropos that you're wearing that leather jacket that I draped over your lifeless body.
See if this fixes it. Everything good right now?
Oh, dude, this has been like one of the best like promos
Well-
from Jungle Boy ever.
Well, like I was talking, well, that too, but my cam, is everything, like, can you hear me? Is
everything, yeah, you're crystal clear on my end.
All right, maybe that fixed it. Because, like, Christian Cage got all personal in the beginning, but now Jungle Boy's kind of bringing it to him. Don't bring that up. Do not bring that gimmick up, Christian. You just did. I want to know what Jungle Boy's
God
saying.
damn.
More about that, probably.
Shout out to their outfits this week.
I want a nice silver one like that.
I like Matt's shirt. Like, I love Brandon Cutler. He's my favorite stooge. It's Hangman.
Yeah, it's his birthday.
Aw.
For the longest time, I've been wanting to talk to you. Just tell me how
It's a Dark Order.
My boy Preston. Oh, my 10.
Huh. This has been a fun one.
Uh,
Connor, you got two of you.
I don't know how that happened, but see if
Do you think we're gonna get Hangman and the Young Bucks again?
I hope not, because then I mean it would be good. Yes, if Kenny couldn't do it, but
Yeah.
everyone is expecting Kenny now since they've announced this.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Tony Nese and Mark Sterling versus Swerve.
Kevin, you
No.
think AEW? They don't really have. I mean, trios titles was long overdue. I'm glad the women have two titles, potentially having their own tag team division. You got now three titles for the men to go for singles. I don't count the interim because it's a temporary belt.
Yeah.
You got the World, TNT, and now the All Atlantic Championship. You got tag. Like all the titles make sense to have because like you had the TNT, but only some people can have the TNT title. So you needed another title for other people to win,
It's
and
prestige.
and it could build more storylines too. And
For the
people
most
want
part, they're all prestige. You know,
yeah, a lot of people say that AEW is losing the prestige for their belts, but I don't.
not really.
I don't see that. I don't.
Swerve.
The only one I have an issue with is just the TBS Championship right now. That's the only one I
Yeah.
can see that can be booked together. But
Jade.
we said the same
She
thing about the
hasn't
TNT Championship.
Yeah, Wardlow's had one title defense, and he said that he wants to bring back the weekly open
I
challenge.
love his
Just to let him
outfit.
do
I
that.
want one of those.
So I think, like I said, with the TNT, like I said, with the TNT Championship now with Wardlow, like I said, that's going to help. Hopefully, with the TBS Championship, you know, I love Jade, but we need to get to Chris Stanlander.
Hopefully,
Like we need to give it to like we need like get to somebody who could do the open challenge again. Like I said, I think that's a hard part with WWE is they made us feel like the tag titles, the Intercontinental Championship, the United States Championship, you know, they made us feel like they weren't important. With AEW, like think about it, even with the interim championship, I still think it's still held in a good.
a lot of the matches have been top tier matches that Moxley's put on,
So
and people. Let's keep weird.
I
I'm actually going for Tony Nese for this one.
think it would be good.
Swerve will probably win, but if they're not gonna advance the story, then.
But I like Mark Sterling, so I kind of want to see Mark Sterling and Tony Nese win.
Yeah, I want Tony Nese to win, but something tells me he's not.
I can't say anything because I have like a whole bunch of smart merchandise.
I like Tony Nese. A lot of people, like I personally think he's underrated.
Yes.
And I'll say it, him and Orange Cassidy put on one of the best Rampage main events of all time. So was Ricky Starks and Lethal.
Well, the thing is, Tony Nese, like he's one of the smartest, like when it comes to like athletics, to to his diet, like he's a very smart individual when it comes to not just wrestling, but athletics in general. So, like I said, I think he needs to. I think they need to do more with him. I think he's one of the wrestlers out there that I don't think he's gotten his. I don't think he's gotten his flowers. I don't think he's gotten his. I don't really think he's had his time to shine. He's had like maybe a couple small things here and there, but I think he needs more time, especially on TV.
Smart Mark needs another cake in the face. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen again. So
Again,
I don't know when, but when's his birthday? Like around his birthday, that'd be a perfect time.
Yeah. It's a running joke. I'm not sure if any of you guys are Major Marks, but on their Patreon page, like it's a running joke of cake memes and all that with him right now. So poor Mark. I love, like I said, it's one of those things. Like I was a fan of Mark before he joined AEW. Like he's always been like one of my favorite like producers.
When he first joined AEW was with the Moxley and MJF storyline.
He was the lawyer that for MJF. I'm glad that Tony Khan saw something in him.
And where did the lawsuit go for Wardlow? Like, weren't they going to go to court? Like, was all
just dropped. Well, it's because he beat all the security guards. It was either if the security guards would have won, they would have had to go to court or something like that. So a little cheesy, but you know what? It was kind of fun. Like it's all in good fun.
So he said they were going to court with it, and I guess charges were all dropped.
Sorry,
Smart Mark had a issue with Swerve Strickland instead, and thought that'd be more of an easier battle to win in court.
Yeah, I'm guessing. Yeah, he probably saw he was walking up the wrong tree, Wardlow, and tried to go with someone a little bit easier.
Dude, Wardlow would if Wardlow was in a courtroom, it would be scary to be the judge. They would just throw the judge to a table.
I would like to see a little segment of that, like him actually in a courtroom and beating everyone up in that.
But I wonder if the reason why. I wonder if they haven't done it because of the whole Britt Baker and Big Swole stupid dentist office fight.
Yeah, I could see that. But like the at the court would just be courtroom.
I'm married, baby.
Well, I could see that. A lot of people like that match. I don't see how you could like that because, and Britt Baker was still injured technically in that match.
Yeah.
Like she was, but they made it to a cinematic match, and then they somehow got it on the main show. I would have let that buy-in.
Yeah, it should have been really. It should have been a buy-in.
I thought it was a sloppy match. A lot of the punches.
The hard part is Swole's just a sloppy wrestler. I hope she's got better, but the whole thing in
that match, like I always thought that she was good, but in a sense of how do I say it? She was good, but in the same sense, she was a little bit sloppy. Like in that match, it proved it. Like a lot of even Britt, it was kind of both of them really. There's a lot of sloppy, a lot of sloppy punches, kicks. Everything looked sloppy. Didn't look believable.
But I think at the same time, like they weren't used to doing. They weren't used to doing, a cinematic match. They weren't used to doing something that wasn't in a ring. So I think that kind of played a factor into it. I know, at least from what I've seen, Britt Baker, at least from that night, at least she's gotten way better.
Yeah, she's progressed.
And it's weird. Like, is she hurt right now?
I was going to ask you that too.
Is she hurt or is she?
She wrestled on Rampage last Friday.
Oh, she was.
She took bumps, so.
Because
I guess she was injured.
She can't do anything.
I'm surprised they're not doing something with her still. She's one of the women's wrestlers that should be doing something every week. Her and Toni Storm.
People in the comments, who do you got winning? Who's going to be the next women's champion? Well, the women's world champion, not the TBS, the women's.
I would say Toni Storm. I think we need some fresh blood.
Yeah, I was going to say Toni Storm as well. I hope she wins it all out. I know she had a title shot at Forbidden Door, but this time I think she could win it.
Or Serena Deeb. I could see Serena Deeb.
Ooh.
Mark. Uh-oh. Run, Mark, run! Use your new dad shoes and run. Come on. Come on, Mark. Oh, he played. Oh.
Aww.
That was a fun little match. Like it was just a good little match.
Yeah. So there's no reason to progress this storyline.
Who is that?
Oh, someone took. Who's that?
They said Josh Woods.
Yeah, Josh Woods from Ring of Honor. Sure, Brian Cage. Come on. I mean, come on.
Come on, Brian Cage. Show him in the ring. Come on, show Brian Cage in the ring.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. It's not right for you just using him on occasionally on.
Yeah, we need Cage again.
Hey, Tony Nese and Josh Woods would be a good tag team, maybe.
That'd be a fun one, yeah.
I don't see them winning the tag titles, but I don't know who I'd have beat Swerve and Keith Lee, but they're not going to beat them.
I bet it's FTR.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was just a way to elevate the story between Lee and Swerve. So
and Dax Harwood. I don't know how he's still going. He's got injury on top of injury, I feel like, right now. Not the Ring of Honor pay-per-view, you could see that he was injured going into it. But they keep on and on and on. That's why they're the greatest. They don't want to admit it. Like in that post-media screen, they would not admit that they're the top 5 best tag team in the world of all time. Or even the best tag team of all time. But I say they're one of in the top 5 of best tag team of all time.
I would say yes. I'd put them up probably. I would say they're probably number 2 or 3.
And when their careers are over, I think they'll be at the number 1 spot.
Oh, big time.
So is Miro going to join the House of Black? He got because Malachi used Black Mist on Julia, and she joined him. And he used it against Miro at Forbidden Door. And Sting may join the House of Black.
Oh, Derby.
Because Sting got sprayed by it too, so Sting joined the House of Black. Darby didn't, so is it Darby? It's all done.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Sting in the House of Black would be cool though.
Uh-oh.
Dude, yes.
Where's Buddy Matthews? I know he was out of country. Yeah, here's Pac's second title defense.
Like he said, LJ.
I'm liking this. He's doing like different promotions defending the belt.
I forget where he went last time. He went against a Japanese wrestler, I think. Then this match was in Ireland. Yeah, I like how they're putting him on dark, and he's going to different countries and different promotions. Yeah, here's the match I was. Where she beat Thunder Rosa.
Great trio.
Of course, she wins in a roll-out. She couldn't beat her without the roll-out.
This is gonna be a great women's match, isn't it? Oh man, this has been a fun show. Like I have to admit, this show's been probably about a 9 out of 10 so far.
Yeah. How long do you think before Penelope Ford returns and Kip Sabian returns at the same time? No.
I say probably Full Gear open.
I don't think they'll be coming at the same time. They could be, but Penelope Ford is still injured. Well, Tony Khan confirmed that on Twitter that like someone asked him, "Have you given up on Penelope Ford?" He said that when she's medically cleared, she'll be back. Kip Sabian is bound to be somewhat cleared to be able to wrestle in independent promotions. Just getting just getting back in there and get back going. So I think he'll be back first. I don't know I don't know how long she's been injured or timetable or anything, but I don't think they'll come together because Kip Sabian's portraying a new gimmick. It looks like.
Yeah.
Or maybe she would portray that too, but I don't think they will. I think Penelope will go back with Allie or the Bunny. I'll always call her Allie from watching her in Impact. Like that's where I knew her from as Allie, and she actually died on Impact.
Is she still up here? No.
Like the character Allie died on Impact Wrestling. I couldn't watch. It was unbelievable. Like a wrestler dying on TV. But they kind of made it into a TV series almost. But that's what they kind of made it into. If you watch like the whole thing.
I might need to go back and watch him.
Yeah, it was really It was really too dramatic, and she died. And then Rosemary was stuck in this kind of like fortress of solitude, and they went there, and then Allie doesn't leave; she stays, and then she turns into a demon or whatever. And then, I don't know.
What is she?
James Mitchell was a part of it a little bit. Abyss was a little bit too. It was this whole drawn out thing, really.
Give me a second. I'll be right back.
So tonight we got 2 more matches left, I think. What time is it? 8:24. Yeah. Time for 2 more. The women's match coming up, and Danielson and Garcia. And reply now. It's next week's Dynamite and Rampage matches for this week. I think this Friday it's Matt Sydal versus Lee Moriarty, or I'm assuming Lee Moriarty. I know Matt Sydal's wrestling this Friday. But I'm hoping that the match for Rampage is not a women's squash match, because every week, the past like 4 or 5 weeks, every women's match has been a squash match. Like Britt Baker and Jim Hader in action, Mercedes in action, Nyla Rose in action. You already know it's going to be 2 local, like independent wrestlers losing. And on Rampage, women only get 1 match. Well, same as Dynamite, so we need to make those matches count. Shorten a men's match to give the women a longer match. Put a good women's match on too. I could put a good one on right now, like put Ruby Soho versus Anna Jay right now on this week's Rampage.
All right. This is going to be a fun one. Have you ever seen her wrestle, Connor?
No, apparently she was on Dark Elevation. I seen a little bit of the match they showed with her and Thunder Rosa. I'm not really too familiar with her. Where has Riho and Yuka Sakazaki been at?
I love her.
And
outfits,
Sheeta.
man.
Where's Sheeta?
She was on Dark Elevation tonight.
Freaking
Well,
love
the
her,
last
man.
few weeks she's been on Elevation, but Riho and Yuka Sakazaki's back in the
I
United
love her
States.
outfits.
I don't know if they're injured or
Make it
if they went
Sheeta.
back or what. But I know they had a longer extended visa. I don't know what happened with that.
Unless they're in quarantine. Like, I wonder if they're going back
Well,
and forth from here to Japan.
Like they were back a few months, like last month. They were on there. I don't know what happened with that.
Yeah, that's I don't know.
But I don't like how like after every AEW Women's Champion, like when Sheeta lost it, they did nothing with Sheeta. Like besides
Yeah,
Sheeta and Serena Deeb, they did nothing with her. When Britt Baker lost it, well, I won't say that about Britt Baker because she did win
did
the
something, but she hasn't really been where she should
Yeah.
be. Like, I feel
It was,
like I said, back
was
to my earlier comments, she should be on TV at least every week doing something, interacting with
Yeah.
somebody, pissing off
I feel like-
someone.
I feel like her run after being champion was a little better than Sheeta's. But I hope when Thunder Rosa loses it, she's not like forgotten about.
Yeah, don't bury her or don't forget about her.
I don't say bury anyone after they lose the title. Like keep them still relevant, keep them still in storylines, keep them still going.
Yeah, I guess it's the hard part. And not just it's not just an AEW thing, but I've seen this happen with AEW, Impact,
Yeah.
WWE, where they're not it's almost like they're forgotten. Like really, like why? Unless you're like a Brock Lesnar, an Omega, or even Paige. Really, like those are the ones come to mind. But why aren't you having them be a focus? I feel like New Japan does this well. After one of their wrestlers loses the championship, either they're having a huge crawl back up to that championship again, or they're going on to something better or a different story. And I think that's something that any wrestling company, no matter if you're a fan of AEW, WWE, Ring of Honor, Impact, they all need to do that better.
Yeah. You explained it. You explained it perfectly well. I liked how you explained that, and it's not what I'm trying to say. It's not something I hide. Like it's true. Like even with Hangman Page, when Kenny Omega he got injured, so it was if the opponent's injured, you can't really use them. But the ones who aren't been injured,
doing stuff with him.
Yeah, at least keep them still. I mean, she did have that feud with Serena Deeb and Rebecca had somewhat better.
She did have that really good feud with Deebs. That's true. I forgot about that. But I just feel like after that feud, like really, we haven't seen her. And with Rio, especially with Rio, like I never understood the hate with Rio. Like I always liked, she was smaller, but I liked how she wrestled. I liked her flow. And
I feel like some of the problems with people like that is like if you put with Rio as women's world champion, she didn't really put on any stories. Really.
No, that's true.
And
that was like only
it's hard
about her.
It's hard to do that when they can't really speak. Well, Sheeta can speak the best English, I think.
Sheeta does. She does pretty decent.
But Rio really couldn't. But Sheeta could speak English. I think that's the only problem with Rio. But she's a great wrestler. Yeah. Maybe learn a little English and stuff. But.
Yeah, but I think Sheeta, she was doing some pretty decent promos. So I can. I felt believable. Like it felt like I felt like she was doing the best she could as a champion to represent her country and the country that she's wrestling for. I think she kind of blended well, and I think that's something that I wish even any company would do with their international talents.
Yeah, I wish AEW still had. I wish AEW still had Jimmy Havoc. I know, what he did, but what he did was really. Now, some of the cancel things I don't agree with, but his was pretty.
Him and Joey
It was-
Ryan, man.
Yeah, it was pretty bad with them too. Jimmy Havoc was one of the best wrestlers when AEW first started. Like during the pandemic when they was in Georgia, and they only had like 20,
Yeah.
maybe not even that, like 17, 18 signed people that they could use. Jimmy Havoc really stood up to the plate and wrestled a lot of. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
I was making sure I didn't freeze up.
No, you're good. Keep going. I'm just taking in what you're saying.
I have it like when they had 15, maybe 17 signed wrestlers, maybe 20. Some wrestlers, he really stepped up to the plate. Him and Kip Sabian, they wrestled a lot of hard ruling matches. I remember one. It was Kip Sabian and Jimmy Havoc versus Best Friends, and they put on a heck of a match. Jimmy Havoc versus Jack Evans versus George Janela was a good match. Darby, Havoc, and Janela was good.
Oh yeah, it was Janela. I miss Janela. I miss Janela. I really do. Like I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. He was just fun. Like I guess that's the thing. Is like I liked him.
Yeah.
He was just a fun wrestler. That's I follow him on social media, and he's so much fun to watch. Like some of the stuff he's doing at GCW or the Independents. That guy is just having the time of his life. And I think maybe he could have like put on a little bit of more muscle, but I'm not.
And look,
I think he was built for AEW and mainstream TV, and maybe eventually hopefully they'll bring him back.
And then like he even admitted that like during the pandemic he kind of lost his interest in wrestling because he's used to a full crowd, and he didn't have that, and he gained a lot of weight. He wasn't, and like he even admitted all this stuff, and hopefully he reinvents himself in the independent scene. Maybe next year bringing back.
Well, that's the thing is like there's a few wrestlers that I want them to prove companies wrong. This is for AEW.
I think Janela. I think Janela can do that. He's been a
Janela,
lot of good matches in AEW.
I feel like even Angels. I feel like Alan Angels was doing. Like I'm so mad that they let him and Stu Grayson go. Like I think
I would have kept
Stu Grayson. Like I am surprised that Evil Uno is still with us in the company.
I guess they like. I know Stu Grayson. They offered him a contract to stay, but he didn't sign it. But Alan Angels, they wanted to do a paid per appearance deal. He didn't want to do that. So Grayson could have signed. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. But Evil Uno and 10's in their rankings, so I don't know. I would try to reach back out and sign back Stu Grayson and Alan Angels. Because Colt Cabana isn't really there. Anna Jay's not what the Dark Order looks like.
Yeah, Thunder, my girl.
I think maybe they need to rework the Dark Order. Like I had an idea.
A lot of people hate people to say this, but they need a new leader or some kind of person to put them in a direction.
See, I kind of have an idea.
I don't think it's going to be Wyndham Rotunda now. I think he's going to go back
especially
to
with
SummerSlam.
Yeah, with Triple H taking over, I think Wyndham's guaranteed back, unless Tony has something. Unless Tony has something up his sleeve in mind and he's already signed.
Hey, you never know. He had Claudio signed. Like he had Claudio signed. Like he had him signed around Double or Nothing, and who knows, he could already be under contract. But if it's not him, I say put him with.
Just have him join up with House of Black.
Oh, that was a good match. Good match. That was a good move.
Yeah, this has been I guess refreshing from the whole Jade Cargill squash another local independent wrestler.
Oh, we could still see that tonight. The backstage promo.
Not the same promo. Connor, don't make me watch that promo for the 10th time. Please.
Well, I kind of jinxed. I may have jinxed Dante Martin. I said if he did too many high-fly moves, he'd get injured. I think he did get injured. So I probably shouldn't have said that. I probably shouldn't have said that about Jade. Kevin, no. No, during that time of WCW, the Dungeon of Doom was a great, like during that time, that was great. But Kevin Sullivan as Dark Lord, I'm not gonna take that seriously. If you watch some of the Dungeon of Doom, he would make them look so watered down, like the Hulk Hogan. What are you gonna do, brother?
Yeah.
When the Dungeon of Doom coming for you, that's just not gonna be it. I don't see Kevin. I don't know about that.
What about
I
Raven?
don't. Yeah, he'd be good.
Because
At first,
Raven,
when,
you could just have him be a mouthpiece.
like at first when they were people was talking about the Exalted One, he would like the Dark Order was like a wrestling outside the ring, and then Raven was there. People thought it was him,
That was smart. I liked that. That was a really cool, fun Easter egg.
and I bet they didn't even plan that. Like he was just there, and people thought it was him. Then it was actually people thought it was Matt Hardy at first.
Yeah, I was thinking it was gonna be Matt Hardy because I was thinking it was gonna be Matt Hardy and Christopher Daniels. Like I think that was kind of I wanted to see those two like do something
That's a
with
good
Dark
match.
Order.
That
That
was
was
a good women's match.
That was really I guess like it's back to my whole refreshing comment, but it felt perfect. It had a decent story going into the match, even though it was just like a one match over in Japan. Good tie-in. Both wrestlers looked solid and great. I'm happy. I'm happy with this one. It's better than some of the matches we've gotten in past weeks. So I think both women look strong, and I wouldn't mind seeing. How do you pronounce her name, Connor?
Oh,
If
shoot.
Aiden was here, if Aiden was here, he probably could pronounce it.
Yeah, but I think.
Oh, Rampage.
I heard it was Leon.
Yes, it is Matt Sydal versus Lee Moriarty. I was right.
Ooh, look at this one.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey, I just said
Trios
that match just a few minutes ago. Anna
High
Jay
five.
versus Ruby Soho. I just said
And the
that.
Spirit Elite is back, baby.
What?
There she is, right there.
Yeah, did
Adam
you see
Cole's
that?
back.
Yes.
Adam Cole's back. Kyle O'Reilly's back.
It's all about the boom. And Matt
Thunderstorm
Hardy and
versus-
Cage next week. Yes.
And the dentist. Dr.
Wow,
Cena.
Christian Cage is in action. More matches
With
now.
Matt
Hardy.
on Rampage.
That's gonna be a great one.
I was like,
Is
I
he
just
injured,
said-
baby?
it's going to be Moxley versus Jericho at Quake on the Lake.
Quake on the Lake. I love that. Quake on the
What?
Lake. And they're going to Canada, eh? So all our fans in Canada, man, you guys are so lucky. We're
I
finally
can't believe
going to Canada.
I can't believe I popped for that, even though it's not. I'm not even going to it, but just to
But
see them
it's
going
so
to Canada.
exciting. It's so exciting to have them do this now. They're doing what they were trying to do a few years ago. And think about it. They're big in Canada. They're the #1 wrestling show in England.
Yeah.
So
And then
I
on
think
TS, AEW has their Canada deal with TSN, and they've
I'm
drawn
carrying
year
your
by
love,
year.
baby.
They've increased their viewers big time. Like tonight feels like a new era of not maybe a new era, I guess a new era, but a big going in a good direction, like a big refresh, like going. How do I say it?
I feel like a lot of their issues have been fixed tonight.
Yeah, a lot of things have gotten better and
Yeah.
progressed, and storylines. A few storylines. Well, it looks like Kingston and Jericho's wrapped up, and a few other storylines has wrapped up, and we're getting on with new storylines, bigger now, a lot of major announcements, new matchups. It looks like new titles. We've seen the trios title, new locations going to Canada, and how is Adam Cole really cleared to come back already?
I wonder if it was just a small concussion then.
I hope so. And Kyle O'Reilly was injured too.
I miss Red Dragon.
So what if we are getting Young Bucks and Kenny Omega versus Undisputed Elite for the trios tag titles? Because there's going to be a tournament, so they won't go against each other first off. So they'll probably have them separated on the brackets. So
Here's an idea for you. Here's a good idea for booking wise. I would do Young Bucks and Kenny versus Red Dragon and Adam Cole in the semifinals, and then have the finals be Red Dragon and Cole versus House of Black.
Wow,
Because you can have
really
you can have trickery from the Elite sets up for Red Dragon and Cole versus the Elite.
I
And
feel
then
like
you can
this
have-
is what they've been. This is what they've been building towards for so long.
This is big. And I think AEW, they pulled the trigger at the right moment.
I think Kenny will be back next week
I
because they
think- I
got
saw
all of
that-
them. He's gonna be. But they got the Undisputed Elites coming back next week. I think Kenny Omega's gonna be there.
Dude, that they need a big pop for like I said, they need another surprise from Dynamite. And I think
he'll be there next week.
Or
I
what's
hope
that? What's that stadium show before All Out? What is it? Grand Slam.
Yeah, Dynamite Grand Slam.
Yeah, that's where I would wait to bring Kenny back. Have the Elite, and then have like the first night, main event, first round. Bucks come out, and then Kenny's music hits, big pop, crazy match. You can throw any great trios that's currently in there, like Best Friends, to lose to them.
Let's go,
You have a
Dynamite!
you have a great premise to start that push, and then just have Red Dragon and Adam Cole just have more fun. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. It's gonna be exciting to see how this is gonna go.
Yeah, a lot of storylines have
He's on
really
commentary. I love it.
have been taken to a big step, especially in Undisputed Elite and that. All that. Who knows? Hangman might have something to do with this storyline.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I don't know
that's a
what
good
part he
idea.
played, but you never know.
Because the Bucks feel like they're getting ready to turn face. Like, do you feel that too, or just me?
I
'Cause I feel like-
could see Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks being faced and the Undisputed Elite being heels.
Yeah.
I could see
Here he
that,
comes.
but American Dragon has returned.
I'm so glad to have him back. Like this, they need one of their bigger stars back. So good to see him back. I'm just glad he didn't have to retire.
I'll actually be meeting Bryan Danielson this Saturday.
Danielson!
What?
Yeah. This Sunday. Well, I'll be meeting him Saturday. Saturday is SummerSlam, and for Ric Flair's last match, like Starrcast is going to be having like a big convention thing, and he's going to be there.
Oh, this is
He
great.
said,
That's a
"Oh,
good start.
He's ready.
Boom.
He said, bitch, I've been gone for way too long.
I love how
This
he doesn't
is-
even do the yes chants anymore, but the crowd does. Like
Yeah,
that's so.
because
I
like
love
he
that
even
aspect of
said that he's not allowed to do that. Like they asked him when he signed, they do like not
And he
don't do
even
that.
let the whistle
but-
go. He just like, I'm
At the same time, he's not doing it, and they're doing it. Well,
Yeah, you
one
can't-
time
you
he
can't-
went. But like one time he did this. Like one time he did that. I can't remember when that was, but he. But how can you trademark this? This is a hand gesture. How can you?
WWE does like, but then again,
I mean,
they trademark
are you gonna-
everything. You can't.
Are you? Oh, don't get injured again, Danielson.
Please
No.
don't. I don't want that. I would cry.
You just came
Like
back.
I was so worried about. Like, there's a few wrestlers that like I
Yeah.
would just freak out if something happened to them. So,
Danielson.
I would freak out if something happened.
Like knowing his history with concussions and stuff.
dragging.
Dude. Oh, right into the post.
Boston Bruins. Who are that?
Danielson.
This has been a really great match so far. I'm liking this.
Yeah.
Just I don't know. It just feels like Moxley's match at the start of the night was great, and then seeing Danielson back, just seeing like his energy. This is what I want to
he
see
said,
from
bitch,
Brian.
I was out. Time for me to take him out.
I feel like things have really went up for AEW. Hopefully, it shows in the ratings tomorrow. But
Oh, I think it will.
I feel like
I think tonight.
I feel like it will because there's a lot of unexpected things happen. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't expect trios titles announcement. I didn't expect
No.
to win the
Hobbs turning on Starks.
Yeah,
Oh, I
Hook
love
winning the
that.
title.
Hook
There's a lot
winning
of
the
unexpected
FTW
things
title.
tonight. A lot of unexpected things. And what if Daniel Garcia wins this match? Another unexpected
That would be awesome. I would actually root for him that one.
A lot of
I've been a
unexpected
fan of
things.
Garcia and 2.0 as soon as they joined AEW. Like I've been a huge fan of theirs. Garcia especially.
A lot of unexpected things have happened tonight. So
This is what AEW.
Yeah, like right before
Right.
it was during the Thunder Rosa match, and then I said, like they were showing the Rampage matches. One of the like they weren't talking about them. I was saying that I hope it wasn't a women's squash match, and I said I would have booked Ruby Soho versus Anna Jay for this week, and then they show it.
Oh shit! Did you just? Garcia just pulled up the padding for the ring.
I'm trying to injure him again, dude.
No, don't injure Brian again. Don't do a spot, please. Don't.
I think it's gonna be him this time.
I think. Yeah. Oh, that was a cool springboard. Or bounce back, whatever you want to call it. Jeez, man, I love that.
Break 10 count.
I kind of want to see Danielson versus Kip.
Ooh.
Oh!
I miss Kip. I miss Penelope Ford, too.
Boom.
Look at Kip, people just...
That was a cool... I love that spot.
This has to be a good...
Penelope Ford?
What did you say, Connor?
This Carly's there tonight. This has to be a good crowd reactions, and this is a good Dynamite to be at.
Oh man, I'm so jealous of her. I'm so jealous of Carly right now.
Why?
I could.
Sorry, what'd you say, Connor?
You see that guy in the crowd?
If she was next to Kip, I'd be jealous.
Well, she's on the camera section, the camera section that they're showing. She's supposed to be front row. I don't know where front row, exactly what spot.
We should text her, Carly, hold up your sign. Man, this is...
She's sitting on the floor?
I'm so jealous of her.
Ringside?
Yeah. This has been hard-hitting match. Oh! Great move by Danielson.
Danielson.
Oh, shit. Is he okay?
I could meet Claudio this Saturday, but I don't know. He's pretty expensive. But I am meeting him and Bret Hart. Danielson and Bret Hart.
Oh, man.
Miro.
I wish I could meet Danielson.
I don't know. I might meet Claudio. He's a lot of money.
How much is he charging?
For both.
Are you serious?
$149. But I don't really have anything for him to sign, so I might just get a picture with him. I think that's just I don't know how much that is. Maybe $89.
Cole wasn't that expensive.
Jeez, man, they are really charging an arm and a leg at StarCast.
See, wrestling vendors, they book these guys and then they charge their own price, their own prices. But depending on how much Danielson and people are charging just to book them, I guess I don't know. It's just I'm glad I at least got Danielson and Bret Hart. I didn't.
Yeah. Well,
if I don't get Claudio.
Danielson.
I wish Danielson would have had a figure out. Because I bought on Shop AEW a Brian Danielson poster, and I ordered it 3 weeks ago, and it's not here still. And I contacted AEW about it, and it's just been stuck. It says being sent to the next facility, and it's been over a week now.
Oh,
it can't be at the same facility too much longer.
Danielson's busted open.
Love it.
And the doctor's right there. He might be already injured again. Hopefully there's snow in this.
Part of the story. I can't.
Hopefully, I hope it is.
Danielson is my
already.
He's one of my most inspirational wrestlers.
And if he gets injured, he may not be at StarCast this Saturday. So please don't be injured. Please don't be injured. It's hard to tell sometimes if they're actually selling or injured sometimes. especially Kyle O'Reilly. He's a big one.
You know,
Everyone thought
I
that he
should-
had a seizure front row, and then he was selling that whole time.
I should overnight you my Bret Hart flag. Have you get it signed for me?
Yeah, is it like a Heart Foundation or Mr. Bret Hart? Or?
It's this giant. Well, it's
It says something on there.
basically it's just a giant. It has Bret Hart. It's like basically it's like his image and like a pink logo, and it says Hitman like in bold letters across it.
No, that's cool.
I'll send you a picture of it later because it's like right over my in my room by my wrestling stuff, and I wish I could have met him at Starcast, not Starcast, WrestleCon. Sorry.
See, I was supposed to get my books on there, but I wasn't able to go, so I had my grandmother get signed. But he was only there for 2 hours and left early.
Yeah, that was the hard part. Is I ran into him in the lobby, but I was like, I'm not gonna bother him for a picture. I'm not gonna bother him. I'm just gonna let him be.
Yeah, I've seen I haven't had them, but I've heard of bad experiences of people doing that. Like Hulk Hogan, I mean, you might not like him or whatever, but he was eating at a restaurant, and this guy comes up and he was asking for a picture and stuff, and his cigarette butt got in his soup that he was eating,
Oh, I'd be pissed.
and Hogan said, I'll take a picture with you later, but I'm trying to eat, and you've already ruined my meal, so could you please buy me another meal? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
he said that the whole cigarette bud went down, and I'd be mad about that.
Well, that's the thing. It's like
Like,
I think you really need to, if you're gonna meet a wrestler, especially if they're
least
eating,
do
like wait until after they eat, or wait or maybe not do it with their family around. Let them have that time because they're only human.
around New Orleans when WWE went to WrestleMania was in New Orleans. We went to Piccadilly. I didn't even want to go to Piccadilly. My grandmother was taking us, so she got to pick out the restaurants. I didn't want to go, but when we went there, Hacksaw Jim Duggan was eating there.
Oh,
Like we were done eating, and then we went to the bathroom, and then once we came out, he was just standing there. So he wasn't eating yet. So we went up to him, and he was nice about it and everything. We just took
I've
a
heard
picture with him.
Hacksaw is one of the nicest wrestlers to meet.
Yeah, and then we
Him
met
and
him the
Didi.
next day. Like we just got a picture with him then, but we met him again the next day at WrestleCon, and we got him a sound stuff. And
cool.
he doesn't forget either. But it was just really weird coming out of the bathroom. Then first thing
He's
to
like,
come out is just Hacksaw Jim Duggan. But he was real quick. Like I wouldn't have done it if he was eating or,
yeah.
Like there's a
I think
time
we
and a
had to have some
place for everything. And some people, like I think Brock Lesnar was at a gym one time. Wade Barrett was saying then, like this was years
Yes.
of Brock Lesnar.
I know exactly what story you're talking about. Go ahead and say the story.
And the fan looks like that's going way too far.
Yes.
Like this was years ago, I think, but
Yeah, I know exactly. That was one of my favorite stories. Wade Barrett has
Brock
said.
Lesnar would have killed. Brock Lesnar would have killed that kid.
I love Brock. I think but I don't think I want to go near him. I'd be like,
Not in the bathroom either.
especially in the bathroom. I don't want them. I don't want to get Suplex City through the freaking bathroom stall. And the thing is, that guy legitimately knows how to fight. I don't want to take a strike from Brock Lesnar either. He's a heavyweight.
Like even if he wasn't even in the UFC, I feel like even if take UFC away, I still think that he would be able to fight anyone. Like he would still look tough.
He was still
But in the UFC, he really beat up a lot of people.
Yeah. Well, you think about it too. He was also wasn't he an All-American wrestler? So I know he was a champion. I know he was a wrestling champ in.
But I've seen a lot of the highlights, his matches, and some of those guys weren't even as big as him, and he just demolished them. Then Conor McGregor wants to go against a heavyweight like Brock Lesnar.
Dude, I would love to see that. He'd be like, He'd be like, he's like,
I feel-
come on, fucking man, come on. You only have sports entertainment, let's go.
I feel like Conor McGregor's one is pretty much done now. His hype's gone.
I think he'll
sad
go.
to say, but
So sad. I think he'll be like Ronda Rousey. You know?
ever since the Floyd Mayweather fight, I feel like it.
Yeah.
And
That
when
was
he
just
lost
them
against
getting money.
what's his name? Who did he lose to? The guy from Russia.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Cause I watched Buffalo Wild Wings.
Like that was like a wrestling feud because
Yeah.
a guy came in the ring and beat up Conor. It was like a lot of stuff going on. And then Conor, the last fight was, and he lost that one.
Yeah.
Hey, Belle.
I just thought it was funny he broke his leg in the first round or the second round.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Jake Hager's last fight in Bellator?
I haven't watched any of his MMA. I need to.
So his last match, like he's undefeated with one draw. His draw, he knew what he was doing. Like,
Didn't he kick someone in the bullocks?
yeah, like he kept on saying that he wasn't meaning to do it, but he did it twice in one round. Then they restarted. Then he did it again, and then the third time they go, he did it again. And then that was the end of the match. And it was a draw.
Oh shit! Like, dude, like, can Brian tap out?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Never mind. Oh.
Oh. Danielson's getting out.
I love. Oh, great mat work from the two. This is a very Ring of Honor type match.
Danielson's going. Well, no, where's it? Oh, he's going to put in his. It's a lot of. This match has got a good pace.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the matches have good pace tonight.
Like I said, this has been a 9 out of 10 show.
Yeah.
Like, I've been invested like the whole show. Like, I don't feel like there's any. They didn't have Jake Hardgale on, so that was a plus. Like,
yeah. Like normally, if they were going to do
it,
normally if they were going to do it, it'd be right before the women's match or after women's match.
Yeah.
So at least we didn't get that.
They let the women's actually have a good moment. This is a shift in the right direction. I think they have one more women's match on the card. I think they need to have maybe 2. Not every week, but yeah, have it like frequently. Because they have a lot of great women's wrestlers on that roster, especially with Soho, Storm, Statlander.
It's hard to believe that they only have 26 signed women, but a lot of them's injured right now.
Yeah.
The Bunny's injured. Penelope's injured. AQA is not with AEW anymore, I guess.
Who is it?
You know who AQA is? I signed her. Apparently, she's not going to wrestle anymore. She's retired. I guess she's not with AEW. Yukazaki and Riho or Mission or MIA.
I miss Yakazaki. Like, I thought she was going to be the next big thing in AEW.
Yeah, like they were back for a few weeks. And I don't know what happened. But a lot of women's out, and I feel like that they need to sign more experienced women. Like,
well, I think if they can get Sasha, like I really think Tony needs to.
oh,
I think. Oh, this could go to a time of a draw. Could this go to a draw to end it? Oh, running knee off the freaking ring. Okay, Brian's got this one in the bag. Uh-oh. No! No! Son of a... No! No! Bad booking!
Oh, my God.
No! No!
Who is that?
Probably one of the 2.0 dudes. Come on. Like, I'm going to have Jay Garcia win, like, without interference.
You're trying to make him... I think you're ahead of me a little bit.
He's not going to tap out, though.
Sharpshooter. Don't tap out.
He is not tapping out.
Come on, Brian. Go! Get to the rope! Dude, I am very impressed with Garcia.
I feel like he might.
Wait. Brian's out!
How are you going to pass out from your knee? But I don't see how you pass out
Well, the thing is, I wonder if he just overexerted himself. You know, like I wonder if,
Wow.
and plus with his injury, I feel like that makes
Jake
sense. Like,
Hager.
I'm okay
Jake
with him
Hager.
passing out. Ah,
Of course, it was.
I wish it was not interference. I think
Yeah,
Garcia should have won clean.
Here
That was
comes
the only little
Jericho.
complaint with the match. I think
Yeah.
Garcia should have won clean. That's the only little downside with the match. Other than that, great match. If it wasn't for that, I would say it was a 5-star match. But due to the little interference, I would say
He almost tripped
0.5.
over Danielson. He almost tripped over Danielson. He tripped over Danielson.
Into your home.
I don't think
I'm so
Danielson's
excited.
injured. I don't think he's legitimately injured, so that's good. That's good. That they're gonna progress the storyline.
Great storytelling in that match, and I do want to see more. I want to see this match again. Actually have it be
Yeah,
a
I think
clean
it'll
match.
happen. I think we probably will get Moxley and Danielson versus Garcia and Jericho, maybe.
Yeah.
I like to see a singles match with them two. I remember when Aiden was on here and he heard a PlayStation. He thought it was his PlayStation on.
Whoops. Well, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. That was a great Dynamite. Connor, what would you say
Yeah.
if you had to rate this show? What would you rate it?
Are we doing 1 out of 10 or 1 out of
1
10?
out of 10. 1 to 10.
I give it a 9.
Yeah, I'd say a 9. I think it was, like I said, there was maybe only like a couple little things here and there, but
Yeah.
this is what we needed. As an AEW fan, they are back on track.
Yeah, they really stepped it up a lot. And don't say that AEW is not doing stories, because tonight was story being told. Will Hobbs turned on Ricky Starks.
Yeah, Jungle Boy and Cage, that continuation. Jungle
the
Boy's
Undisputed
promo
Elite.
was awesome.
My boy.
It was so intense with that match. So
The Undisputed Elite's coming back, and then as you guys seen the last match, Danielson and Jericho and all that's a story coming together. So don't say AEW is not putting out stories. Like tonight was a huge boost up. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the Dynamite review. Tomorrow, I think Carly's doing a show. I'm not for sure. Tomorrow's Thursday.
Yeah.
Wow. I won't be on. I'll be heading to Nashville. So if there's a show, don't go check out the All Elite Zone social media, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Spotify, and we'll post if there's going to be a review tomorrow. And of course, Friday is Rampage. We'll be on here for Rampage. Then we start back with the WCWs on Monday. But yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow, possibly.
have a good night, y'all.